Ambition got a vision. Hold up with a minute. Why you out so fearless? Red green like it's Christmas. Phone call like who is this? Phone call like who is this? More shit got a distance, more shit got a dismiss. Get about my business, get about my business. Don't curse on the stairs, yeah, superstitious. Can you do the dishes? Yeah, it's repetition. You say you're the greatest, yeah, futuristic.
Remi here from the X's and O's team. I'm here today with Meech Eaton, another legend in this thing. How you doing, my guy?
I'm good, man. Good. Good to be here. Still, it's been 10 years strong out here in Europe, so,
A decade, bro.
Man.
God damn, you have to tell me all about that, man.
Like everybody else in college, wanted to go try out for the NFL, you know. I had my opportunities with the Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers.
Right.
Obviously, it didn't work out well the way I wanted to, so went to Japan for with Team USA in 2007.
Wait. So you were part of the national team in the States?
Yeah, that was the first time that we ever got that the US participated in the World Games.
Right. Okay, so before we even get into that, let me just start with, how did you get into American football?
It's a funny story. I remember I was young, and I'm just downstairs playing in like the old clothes, and I seen these football pants, and I had no idea what it was. Looked like baseball pants to me, but my mom said, "Hey, that's football pants." She said, "Do you want to play?" And I was like, "Yeah." So when I was old enough, she gave me my opportunity to play. So.
That's what you did. Hey, that's lit, man. So after you started playing football in the States, can you tell me what schools you played for?
I started playing when I was 8 years old. That was my first time. I was so horrible that the Pop Warner team didn't want me on the team, so my older brother team said, "Hey, he can come with us." So I was actually like 9 years old playing with the older team all the way until I went to middle school and all that stuff. But man, in America, it's Pop Warner.
Right.
You play that all the way until you get to high school.
So that's before you get to high school, pretty much, yeah?
Before you get to high school. And then high school, I went to Milwaukee Vincent.
Right.
Shout out to Milwaukee.
Hey.
And after that, graduated, went to Northwestern. And,
was that NCAA Division school?
Yeah, Big Ten.
Hey. Bro, a bunch of bullets in this thing,
Yeah, man.
These guys, bro. Got you. So, obviously you played in the States. Can you tell me what teams you've played for outside of the States?
Man, so many. Let me see. I'm going to try to go into chronological order.
Right.
All right, so Team USA, 2007, we competed in Japan for our first IFF championship.
Right.
Took the gold. After that, I got noticed by some teams in France. So I signed a contract with Nice Dolphins, or the Dolphins de Nice in France. And after that, went to Finland. That's when I convinced Deontay to come out to Finland. And after Finland, I went to Spain. And then the same year, I went to Poland for the first time. I actually came here in 2010.
Right.
2011, Switzerland. 2012, spent a year in India, a couple months in Sri Lanka, and a little bit of time in Thailand. That was 2012. 2013, went back to France, went to Cannes, Iron Mask. 2014, I was here in Poland. 2015, I was in Poznan, Poland.
Damn.
And then went back to Japan to play in the X League out there.
Pause. The X League. I heard a lot about that. What is it like playing in Japan specifically?
Man, it's a lot of eye openers. People go out there and they think that the Asian people are so small, or I'm like, hey, you guys forgot about Yokozuna? You guys wasn't like wrestling fans back in the day.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, the guys are big, and I think the most challenging thing was coming from Europe, where the game is not so fast. You get glimpses of fast game playing against some of the top teams in Germany and Austria, but overall the game speed is not the same. you know, the guys out there are a little bit more technically sound.
Right.
You know, passing windows are a little bit smaller. So it's just different things that you don't get out here in Europe, and you absolutely have to be disciplined. So, you know, that was like some of the best things I like doing out there, or the reason why I like playing out there is because I didn't have to be Superman. I didn't have to do everything.
Yeah.
You know, I could just focus on doing my job, and it was awesome. So that was 2015, man. 2016, I was in Hungary, won a championship there, and immediately after that came here, won another championship with their second team.
Hey.
2017, Hungary again with Mishko Steelers. Ukraine with the Uzgorod Lumberjacks, won a championship with them, and also I won a championship that same year with the team in Belarus, the Minsk Zubers, I think that's how you say it.
Got you.
And man, you know, 2018, went back to Japan, went back to Hungary, and 2019, I was in Hungary again, went to China, spent a few months in China, and now I'm back here.
Damn.
That was a lot.
So football is really taking you all over the place, man.
Yeah, man, you know, football, I use football as my ticket to get me out here.
Right.
Ticket to keep me staying here for a couple months, and after that, you know, it's on me.
Got you. That's real interesting, man. I suppose my next question is, so you played in the States, also played in Europe, Japan, Asia. What would you say is the difference in level? Is the level in the States higher than it is outside of the States, or I don't know? Is it?
Yeah,
is
of
it
course.
different?
You know, I mean, I think that question is pretty much self-explanatory. You know, whenever you have the sport a part of your culture, you can't avoid it. I think you know, when the people who start to participate in it, you know, there's a different level, obviously. But yeah, man, America. I would say that, you know, it's NFL, CFL, and then the third best league, in my humble opinion, is the X League in Japan. You know,
Right. Because you know, like, there's not so much coverage. It's like about the stuff in Japan, so no one really knows.
Nobody really knows because,
what's going on out there. Like,
you know, because they don't want. I mean, I thought they were open to it like my first year there, but it seems like they want to keep the coverage authentic, I guess. Like,
right.
You know, they used to have translated English pages for all the media, but now they stopped doing all that. They don't participate or cooperate with the with some of the other English outlets out there that's
right.
trying to cover. And I think that's the main reason why people don't know about it. But just a few notable things: they had so many guys that got invited and/or played in preseason games in the NFL and all
right.
that. Yeah, so you know, I know a few people across Europe, you know, over the years. But in my 2 years being a part of like the X League, I heard of so many guys that had opportunities, and rightfully so. The guys are skillful, so they deserve it.
Got you. That's real interesting, man. So in the time that you've been playing football, have you had any serious injuries?
Man, you know, I was lucky to not have any serious injuries during my whole tenure, all the way up until my last year. I just had a minor meniscus surgery.
Couple of rounds.
Yeah, that's about it. I guess last year, you know, I had like some Achilles injury, no surgery needed, but my meniscus, I had to get surgery back in Japan last year.
Right.
And you know, it's not a real hard surgery, but you know, for me it was my first, so I'm used to just be able to wake up and stretch a little bit and go out on the field and hit it. So it's a little bit different for me.
Got you. And next, what for you are the ingredients of a successful football program? So, like, what do you think you need to have a program that, you know, wins championships? Like, from your perspective.
You know what? I played on teams that were good. I had played on teams that were, you know, absolutely bad. You know, some of the worst teams in Europe. So I've seen all different scopes of talent.
Right.
And I think what a team needs to be successful, they need to have a plan. First of all, you have to be able to know if this is what you want. Do you want to build? What kind of team do you want to be? Do you want to be a team that just competes every year, and you trying to pay for a championship, or are you trying to be a team that wants to grow and have an organization around it and build like this whole system?
Right.
And so it just depends on what someone needs. But initially, I would say that you need coaching. I won't say that you necessarily need any imports to have a good team, but having someone who can display what you're trying to teach them and give them an actual physical representation of it or illustration of it, it works well.
Right.
Got to have some type of sponsors, man. You gotta build awareness. However you do that, maybe you can. You have a lot of connections, but having some sponsors and things like that, their network helps with that. And after that, man, you just got to get the guys to buy in. If they believe, then everything's possible. So.
Got you. All right. And lastly, who are you outside of football?
Man, I'm glad you asked that, man, because when people see me, all they see is a football player. But I want to let you guys know that not just me, so many other guys that come out here to Europe,
right?
All right, because it takes a special person to come out to Europe, leave everything at home, and come out here for a few months and be on your own and have to adapt.
Word.
So first and foremost, I'm a survivor, man. I'm out here doing that, but I'm not shy of a camera. I'm an entertainer. I write music.
Yep.
I do video editing. Anything that helps me express my creativity, I'm with it. I've done stand-up comedy. Obviously, I've done some things out here doing MC work, or whether shooting commercials with Toyota, or so many different things. But my baby is the sportstakeoff.com. Me and Deontay started that about 7 years ago, where we provide the most affordable football equipment and gear that you're going to ever find in Europe.
Listen, you guys heard it here first. Sportstakeoff.com. Get that out in the video later on.
Yeah, man. So, and we building each year, and right now we have some special offers right now where we're the only vendor in Europe that's offering these Carbon Tech most exclusive shoulder pads.
Right.
And we just trying to build every year. So that's where my focus is right now, and kind of building the sport around the world. So being a brand ambassador, I guess you can say that, and that's kind of like the umbrella over everything else.
Right, I see. Well, Meech, man, what can I say? Thanks for giving a bit of your time, coming out and stuff, and wish you the best of luck for the rest of your season, my guy.
Thank you, man.
I'm sure we'll be catching up soon. All right, easy.